do about Python. I'm going to begin with strings. String literals in Python are surrounded by either single quotation marks or sometimes double quotation marks. Hello is the same with a single quote, is the same as a hello with a double quote. We can display string literal with a print function with parentheses, and we can put it there, print within parentheses. There is no matter with single quote or double quote. If we can assign, if we want to assign a string to a variable, it is done with a variable name and followed by an equal sign and a string. For example, a is equal to hello with a double quotes, and we have to print a, the print a variable. We can assign multi-line string to a variable by using three quotes. A is equal to three quotes, whatever you want to write, and we have to end it with the three quotes too. And now we have to print statement the a variable. Or with three single quotes, there is no problem with that, it's the same. Strings are also arrays. Like many other popular programming languages, strings in Python are arrays of bytes representing Unicode characters. However, Python does not have a character data type. A single character is simply a string with length of 1. Square brackets can be used to access elements of the string. For example, a is equal to hello world, and now we have to print a of index 1. Don't forget, we start from 0. If we would print this statement, you would print from E. Also, we can return a range of characters by using the slice syntax. We can specify the start index and the end index separated by a column to return a part of a string. For example, we have declared a variable with a string literal hello world, and we have printed b from 2 to 5. Don't forget, we start from 0, so we go 0, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But of course we don't include 5, only 2 to 4, because we start from 0. You can use either inverse or the negative indexes to start the slice from the end of the string. We have declared a variable hello world, and we have print statements b with the index -5 with the -2. Don't reverse signs. If we want to get the length of a string, we use the length function. In the Python is the built-in function, and we can print a statement of length a variable, which is hello world, and we will print in the console or terminal or interpret compiler, whatever you like to choose. It will print the length of characters of that variable. Of course, Python, as I said before, has a set of built-in methods that you can use on strings. The strip method is to it removes any white spaces from the beginning or the end. For example, we have white space at the hello world variable. If we include the a.strip, which is a built-in method, we remove the white space and print the hello world. And now the lower method, it will return a string in lower cases. In this case, hello world will be printed with the lower cases, h with lowercase and w with the lowercase, and all of them are lowercase now. Of course, the upper method, it will return a string in upper cases. In this case, the a variable will be printed with all upper cases, even those who aren't. For example, the a variable is e, l, and o. All r, l, d will be all upper cases. And now we have the replace method. This will include two arguments: the index we want to replace, and the word, the next word we want to replace with. It replaces a string with another string. A is equal to hello world, and we have to print a statement a dot replace with a dot notation. H will be replaced with j. Don't forget, the first argument is the word, and the next argument is the word we want to replace with. The split method, it will split the string or substring. If you find the instances of the separator, for example, in this case, hello world, and the a variable, a dot split, it will return hello world. It will split the column, the comma. We will split a comma and put it with a single quotes, as you can see. Now, to check if a certain phrase or character is present in a string, we can use the keywords here, in or not in. These are like Boolean. If you would like to see in the operators later on, it's bitwise operators too. We can check the phrase in. A in is to be present in the following text. Text is equal to the rain in Spain. Spain is mainly plain. X in A, as you can see, with rain, Spain, May, and plain. We can find there and we'll return true. But if it is not present in the following text, it will return false. As in this case, in the second will return true because ain not in text, which is false because ain is in text. We have string concatenation. To concatenate or combine two strings, we can use the plus operator. We can merge variable with the variable b into variable c. Hello world. We can concatenate a variable with the b variable hello and a. B is world. A plus b will return hello world. To add a space between, we can add double quotes, as you can see. To move white spaces to make it look cleaner. String format, as we learned in the Python variables chapter, we cannot combine strings and numbers like this. Of course, we cannot concatenate string with numbers in Python. As you can see, the age variable 36. Text is my name is John and I am plus age. We cannot combine these strings and numbers, but we can use the format method. Format method takes the pass argument. It formats them and places them in a string where the placeholders with the curly brackets are. We can use the format built-in method to insert numbers into string. For example, age is equal to 36, text is equal to my name is John, and I am with the curly brackets empty. Now we have to print a statement text that formats age will be printed in the curly brackets. My name is John and I am 36. The format method takes unlimited number of arguments and are placed in the perspective placeholders. For example, we have declared a quantity variable 3, item number 567, price is 49.95, and my order is equal to I want with curly brackets because we have the format method, pieces of item curly braces, for curly braces, dollars. And now we have to declare the printing method. I order the format, quantity, item number, and price. Be careful with the number of quantity, item number, and number of price, because if the replace changes, it will remove our implication in the my order variable. We can use indexes number, for example 0, to be sure the arguments are placed in the correct placeholders. Quantity is 3, item number is 1, and price is 2 from the, if you like to call it from the arrays. Quantity is 0, item number is 1, price is 2. We can do I want to pay 2, which is in this case price, for 0 quantity and piece of item number. In this case, you can see quantity, item number, and price. And we have escape character with a back sign. To insert characters that you leave in the string, we can use escape character. It is a backslash. It is followed by a character you want to insert. An example of illegal characters is double quote inside the string. We can use the backspace, backslash, which is really easy to use and make really comfortable for the string literals. We'll get an error if we use double quotes as a string that is run by double quotes in this case, because we haven't included the backslash. To fix the problem, we use the escape character or backslash. will allow us to put double quotes when we normally would not be allowed. As you can see, we are the so-called Vikings. Now will be printed with the double quotes because we have inputted the backslash. Don't forget that the first backslash has to be outside the quote and the second backslash has to be inside the quote. Don't forget. We have also other escape characters in Python: single quote, backslash, new line, carriage return, tab, backspace, form feed, octal value with triple O, and hexa value XHH. We have string methods. Python has a set of built-in methods we can use of strings. Capitalize, it will convert the first character to uppercase. Case fall, it will convert string into lowercase. Center returns the center string. Count, we return the number of times the specified value occurs in string. Encode, returns the encoded version of the string. Ends with, returns true the string ends with the specified value. Expand tab, sets the tab side of the string. Find, searches the string for a specified value and returns the position of where it was found. Format, as we have used and played with this before, we have format specified value string, format that with the underlined map, it will format specified value in string. The index, it will search for the string for specified value and return the position of where it was found. So some number other methods is all num. You return true if all characters are in alphanumeric. Is alpha if the strings are in alphabet. Is decimal if the characters in the string are decimal. Is digit if the all strings are digits. Is an identifier if the string is an identifier. Is lower if the strings are lower cases. Is numeric if the strings are numeric. Is printable if the strings are printable. Is space if the strings are white spaces. Is title if the strings follow the rules of title. Don't forget this will return all true because these are in Boolean. Don't forget. Is upper if the all characters in the strings are uppercases. Will join the method will join the elements of an iterable to the end of string. Adjust returns the left justified adjust with the left justified version of string, and lower converts the string to lowercase. Else rate returns the left string version of string. Make trans returns the station table to be used in the station. Partition returns the tuple with the string split into 3 parts. Replace returns the string with specified value is replaced with a specified value. Rfind searches the string for a specified value and returns the last position of where it was found. Index searches the string for a specified value and returns the last position of where it was found. Just returns the right justified version of the string. Partition returns the tuple where the string is parted into 3 parts. Split splits all the strings and specifies separator and returns the list. Strip returns the right trim version of the string. Splits the string specifies separator and returns the list. Splits lines splits the strings that line and breaks and returns the list. These some other methods. Starts with, it will return true if the string starts with specified value. Strip returns the trim version of the string. Swap cases swap cases and lowercase becomes uppercases and vice versa. Title converts the first character of each word to uppercases. Don't forget about these swap cases and title, because the swap cases will swap cases with the lower side and will become upper, and if you're upper will become lower. The title, first character of each word will be uppercases. Don't forget this and don't mess with, because they don't have any connection between, because it was subcase and this is the title one. Translate returns the translated string. Upper converts the string to uppercase, and zfill fills the string with a specified number of 0 values at the beginning. We have Python Booleans. It represents one of two values, true or false. In programming, we often need to know if an expression is true or false. We can evaluate any expression in Python and get one of two answers, true or false. When we compare two values, the expression is evaluated and Python returns the Boolean answer. In the first state, principally it will be true, second false, and third false. When we want to run a condition and an if statement, Python returns true or false. We have declared a variable at 100, b is 33. If with the condition if b is greater than a, in this case is not, we don't have to print the b is greater than a, we have to go to the else statement where b is not greater than a. We have to evaluate values and variables. The bool function allows you to evaluate any value and give you true or false in return. In this case, print boolean hello, print bool 15, and now we have to evaluate variables. X is equal to hello, y 15, and print boolean x and print boolean y. Most values are true because almost any value is related to true if it has some sort of content. If it is 0, then we have, or null, we have to have false. Any string is true, except any strings, they will be false. Any number is true, except for 0, it will be false. Any list, double set, and dictionary are true, except those who are empty, they will be false. And the following will turn true. For example, boolean ABC, boolean 1, 2, 3, boolean with the list apple, cherry, and banana will turn all true. While this will turn all false. Of course, false, boolean false will turn false, boolean null will turn false, boolean 0 will turn false, boolean with the string which is empty will turn false, with a boolean with nothing in the arguments or parameters false, empty list false, empty table false, empty list false, and the empty dictionary is false. One more value or object in this case evaluates to false, and this is if you have an object that is made from a class with a length function returns 0 false. In this case, we have declared a class myClass. We have created a def length function where it returns 0, and I have created an object instance of this class. My object is equal to myClass. We have to print the boolean my object. Functions can return boolean. We can create a function that returns boolean value. We have to print the answer of function. Def my functions will return true, and now the print my function will return true. We can execute code based on the boolean answer of function. Def my functions will return true. If my function is true, then we'll print yes, else we'll print no. Python also has many built-in functions. It returns boolean value like the instance function, which can be used to determine if an object is of a certain data type. You have to check if an object is integer or not. X is equal to 100 and print instance x integer. In this case, it's true because x is a 200 variable, which is integer number. We have Python operators. We have they are used to perform operations on variables and values. Python also divides operators the following groups: arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical, identity, membership, and bitwise. We have arithmetic, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus with a percentage, exponential with double stars, and floor division. We have assignment operators: equal, plus equal, minus equal, times equal, division equal, modulus equal, floor division equal, and exponential equal. And equal or equal, this is the bitwise operators now. And equal, less equal, than equal. As these are the comparison operators. Equal, the double comparison. Not equal is a hammer that sign. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. with logical operators and or not, and return the true if both statements are true, or returns true if one of the statements is true, or not will return false if the result is true. Python identity operators is and is not is return true if both variables are the same object, x, and is not if return true if both variables are not the same object. In returns true if a sequence with a specified value is present in the object, and not in is return true if a sequence with a specified value is not present in the object. We have bitwise operators and or XOR will set each bit to 1 if only one of the bits is 1, not to revert the bits, 0 fill left to shift left by pushing zeros in front the right and left, the leftmost bits fall off, and sign right shift right by pushing copies of the leftmost bits in from the left and let the rightmost bits fall off. So thank you for sticking out with me to the end.